Welcome to a new episode of What If with DJ Zach and guests on K-Poppin'. We've all done it before, sat there and asked ourselves or somebody around us, what if? So we get a full hour of everyone's perspective of the what if of the day. We have Joel and Tia in the studio and a very special guest. Hi!
Hi! Here we have Ross with us today. Hello. What's his name again?
Angelo.
Angelo. Hi.
Jello.
Jello.
It's
He barked at me earlier.
You know, he never barks at people.
Uh-huh.
He barked. I was like, what?
I'm not that threatening. I'm pretty...
No, but you're standing and we're on the couch, so you look probably very tall.
Yeah, I suppose. He's not even looking at me. Look at him. You better fix yourself.
He did get comfy even though that he was looking for mom. But I guess, dogs can sense if you're a dog owner or not.
They do.
And he can definitely sense that he probably can smell Luffy all over me. But yeah, he was whining for mommy. But yeah.
Poor Gakgung out there was like... like not interacting with anybody. Usually Gakgung is like really like likes to cuddle up on me and stuff. He wasn't even looking at me.
So Gakgung was really interested in Jello at first, and then once Jello started going to Gakgung, she like no, thank you.
That's Gakung's repertoire.
Yeah.
She does that. She needs to sniff people out, but then if the dog starts showing interest, then she's like, no, go away. But yeah, the antisocial dogs for the win.
It is so fun how dogs actually have personalities.
Oh yeah, they do.
They
do. If Luffy was a only child, I probably would have put him through daycare from the start. But yeah. I think it would have probably changed his behavioral personality a lot, but I'm just going to have to enjoy his eye characteristics for the rest of the time.
There's a lot of charm in that, though.
Yeah, there is.
There really is.
I have a question, though. Joel.
Yeah. Last week was Nuguseo. This week was Nuguseo. Well, I washed my hair today.
So it's like three different people. From what if last week from Joel, Thursday Joel, and then now today Joel.
I'm just thinking about, next time I'm gonna come in. I'm not gonna shower for like 4 days. It's gonna, look real.
Make it worse.
Real nasty.
Make it worse. There was a question in the first hour from one of our listeners. Nian was saying that could you maybe mix Superstar Joel with Wednesday Joel a little bit on the segment?
Wait, who said that?
Nian, one of our...
Oh, Nian, okay. Because I heard
so
Aaron was listening to
who is Superstar Joel?
Superstar Joel is Thursday
Joel.
Okay,
the one that does the makeup.
Oh.
We did not recognize him when he was like, excuse me.
That's the one that drops a rack on hair and makeup and comes here, which is rare, very rare. Yeah, that's... could I mix it? Well, I mix it every day, you know what I mean? I'm a personality. I'm like a superstar at heart, you know what I mean?
Okay. Also, could you sing Disney or anything else during the show? It doesn't have to be today, but like...
I can sing it right now. I always sing Disney when I go to Noraebang.
Oh, really? What do you sing when you go to Noraebang?
Andarasi.
I remember hearing this.
Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
Can I have a song request?
Yeah, what's up?
You've got a friend, the Genie song, whatever that.
Genie?
So from Aladdin. The one where he's like throwing around like magical stuff.
I don't remember that. Do I ever sing it in Noraebang? You've been in Noraebang.
I don't know. I don't think you have. That's why I'm asking.
I don't even know. I don't think I've seen Aladdin in like 25 years.
It would fit your voice very well.
I used to sing A Whole New World, but that one's really hard. You know what I mean?
It's a hard song.
Yeah. I have a video of me and Amber singing it. It's dreadful.
I think I was there.
You were there. I remember. Oh, there you go. That's my Under the Sea with the accent and everything. I've been singing that since like middle school when I go to Noraebang. Yeah, it's my go-to. Why Disney, though? That was a weird request.
Well, because Disney is like awesome.
I love Disney.
I don't know.
I absolutely love Disney.
Yeah, we know you do.
Yeah.
I love Disney too. My subscription is solely just so that I can keep my inner child alive.
Oh
and
my
Hamilton.
gosh, yes.
Really?
The musical Hamilton was the entire reason why I
did you
subscribed.
just say you watched it a bunch of times?
That's like I probably have almost every score memorized.
Really? I mean, I had it for a while.
I don't think I've had this much of a passion for a musical other than the ones that I've been in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Between you and me, I cannot do musicals. Like at all. Sweeney Todd was the only one that was decent. I think I've said that before.
There's a few different type of styles of musicals. There's the Rent type of musical where there is very zero non-musical dialogue. And it's
a
just
song.
everything's a score.
It's a 2-hour
everything
song.
is everything is just intervals of stores.
525,000.
That's what Rent is. If you watch the movie version of Rent, that's what Rent is. There is no stop. There is all song dialogue.
I don't know if I can. Wow.
Yeah, which is more of the like traditional style of musicals. And then there are the actual dialogue musicals where there is like,
Talking in
between. There's scenes in between, and then there's scores of songs and stuff like that. Hamilton is actually a Rent type. There's no break.
Isn't Hamilton a period musical? It is, right?
About Alexander Hamilton. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
and
figured
George
it.
Washington and the war and
That seems so out of like, it's so I don't want to say uncharacteristic, but I'm shocked that you're so interested in something like that. Is there a reason besides it being good?
it's just a really good musical.
Because you're not the only person that I've heard say that.
So, Lin-Manuel Miranda, I've loved him, but doesn't mean that I love all of his songs. I mean, Moana was great, but like not all the songs of Moana were great, even though he wrote the entire score of the film. I do love Encanto. I loved as well. He was the main producer for Encanto too. It doesn't mean that like I watch everything that he does from start to finish. In the Heights was something that he wrote as well. One of his first musicals that he wrote.
What is she talking about? I don't know what these
Disney movies.
Yeah.
I don't know what this. I know what Moana is. I don't know what these other things are.
It's not often you see I know something and he doesn't know what we're talking about. Like
This is out of my realm.
rare.
Call me when we talk about Band of Brothers, because I know that. Oh my gosh.
But I don't know. I think it's when I was watching the interviews for Hamilton, Lin-Manuel Miranda said that it started with a layover and a book, a historical book of Hamilton.
Okay.
He read the book. He kind of bought it during the layover in one of the bookstores at the airport, if I remember right, him telling the story. And he couldn't put it down during his entire vacation.
Okay.
And then he started thinking of songs, and the entire ordeal of Hamilton's life as he was reading the book, he got very like rap vibes. So he wanted to do the entire musical in a very hip hop form. So that is the basis of the musical. So it's a very rap form of a musical. So there's like literally like mic drop type. So like when they have cabinet meetings, it's like a diss battle.
I'm so curious.
George
now.
Washington breaking it down. I like that.
Yeah. So the songs are really good too. It looks like one of our listeners is actually going to see Hamilton in May. I want to go see this in live. But
Would you
anyways.
ever watch it live?
Oh yeah.
Oh really? Like on Broadway?
Oh yeah.
Is that where it is in Broadway?
They have actually a few different tours going around at the moment. It's
okay.
like European branch and like stuff like that. But yeah, I would.
So you're watching Hamilton. Well, I had Disney Plus for like a couple months, and I watched National Geographic. That's I was watching that.
The amount of classical Disney movies that I'm watching right now is ridiculous. Like the classical Robin Hood, I love that one.
The cartoon one?
The cartoon
Oh,
one.
yeah,
I
yeah.
love that version of it. The foxes were super cute, and the songs are great as well.
I haven't heard some of these names in a while.
Right? My subscription to that is not.
Yeah.
I'm milking it for whatever it is. I don't even watch the Korean content. I'm watching it for the old Disney stuff.
Taste of Home.
The Taste of Home. My VHS system.
You should see my Disney movie VHS collection from when I was a kid. It's insane.
I wish I kept mine.
Oh my
My
God.
mom
Mine
got
away.
rid of
Yeah, I threw mine away. too.
Really?
Yeah,
You guys can have mine. I got like every single one.
Really? I'm holding you
My
to
mom,
that.
my mom is like, "What do you?" Because every time I go to the States, they're like, "Go through all these boxes, look at all this, tell me what I'm allowed to throw away." And every time I go there, I never do it. So
잘됐다. I'll just have it in the States.
It's like
yeah.
huge crates of VHS.
Yeah,
tapes.
I'll
You're gonna
take
make
'em.
a trip to his house, and then you're gonna.
You've been there with me
So
before.
you're just gonna send
Yeah.
boxes.
Yeah, I'll take them off your hands.
Mrs. Lane, I'm here to take all of Joel's trash.
Hi, Mom. I haven't seen you in a few years, but I'm here to collect his stuff. Today we're going to be talking about a very interesting thing. So I think you guys are going to be talking about this later in the article. I had to look up the Korean question. I was like, I'm old. Because 손민수 하다, I was like, what? Excuse me, what is that? Who is 손민수?
I didn't know what that was either.
Exactly. We all old. So apparently that's a new word. It's a 신조어 at the moment. This pretty much means if you are pulling a 손민수, pretty much is if your friend is or somebody you know is copying you to a T. Like they are trying to live your life.
I'm not 100% sure if I'm correct, but I remember, I think there was a game. So there was like a TV game of this. I might be wrong, but I remember hearing like the Sonminsu game. So like you had to like follow each other. I don't remember the rules or anything, but I believe there was. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
Game. Huh.
But I think that's where it came from.
Okay.
This topic is annoying me already.
Oh, it's a name of drama character. Yeah, and then it became a game, and now it's this.
Yes.
Okay. Now we're old.
Yeah. We're all clueless over here. When you're 1997 and considered old, we got a problem.
Yeah. So this particular drama character was just a copycat at everything, and that's how this came forward. So that is the Korean translation. But yeah, if you met a copycat, so like a friend, but it's funny, kind of ironic because wasn't Euphoria based off of this?
The show?
Yeah, I haven't watched Euphoria, but like
either.
I'm getting a lot of that vibes from all the like content that it keeps popping up in my feed. It just seems like the lead character is trying to be another who's supposed to be her quote unquote best friend, and she ends up sleeping with her best friend's
Oh, so she
boyfriend.
like wants her life.
Right,
type
but
of-
like I've seen like stills or like scenes from the drama where she's dressed exactly like her friend.
wow.
Like the type of eyeliner she's wearing, the type of clothing she's wearing, and so I was like, I just don't get it.
I don't know. Just hearing about this particular time, does this actually happen in real life? Like, it's never happened to me.
It happens to girls.
Really?
Yeah.
I you know what though? I could see that. You know.
Malfoy and Janine was saying that this was from Cheese in the Trap. I didn't watch it, and it's from 8 years ago.
I watched that movie or that show.
Tia, it's the 손가락 game is not. It's 손병호.
Sorry.
I mean, it's the same 손.
I knew. I was like, I've heard that somewhere. What is that? Okay, got it.
I didn't watch Cheese in the Trap. I know that was a really good series, because it was based off of a webtoon too. I didn't watch it. But anyways, it just shows how I'm out of touch with pop culture. This is bad. So having a friend that's copies everything you do. This is kind of like we're getting to the point where it's just like it's scary. Like they have the same routine. They're buying the same clothes as you. They're dressing like you.
This type of stuff comes
Styling.
out in like thrillers
Right.
in the States.
Right. This is like serial killer level over here.
So I'm wondering now that you said that like a lot of girls, especially in like high school or like in your inner circle, it can happen, right?
It happens very slyly.
Yeah, subtle. It's not like in your face,
Yeah,
right?
but it can come to the point where it gets more and more and more. But it does happen.
I think I've seen this happen actually once with a friend of mine.
Really?
And her friend was doing the same thing. Something about a guy, I believe.
Usually that's what happens.
You know what I mean? And I don't know. Me personally, I'm very like, I give the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, sometimes I'll be like, I think you're reading too much into it or blah, 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 blah. But then they'll swear up and down that this is being done intentionally, but not so much so it fools idiots like me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think I don't have to worry about this problem because no one wants to copy me. So
Really? You sure about that?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
You never know.
You never know.
I don't know. This is what I think. In terms of instead of copying me, I think there's something very related to it, like one-upsmanship. You know what I mean? Which I cannot stand. So this is something I can relate to. For those of you guys who don't know what one-upsmanship is, it's like, oh my god, like I got paid like $100 to do this, and I'm like, oh well, I did this and I got 150. Like it's always they want
the competition.
Yeah, they try to make everything a competition and make everything like about themselves, which I can't stand. I've run into people like that, and I think that's kind of a version of
I guess, yeah.
copying. I guess you know what I mean. Like I don't know.
What if I found a friend, like a really close friend pool of mine, like in my friend pool, like my BFF, but it wasn't like, oh my god, we're twinsies today. It's like we didn't do this on purpose, but like if there's like a girl in my friend group that I don't really like we're not that close, but I notice or somebody notices that they're completely copying me, I would call the police. I fear for my life.
Would you be a catty type, a sly type, or would you just go and be like
I would avoid this person. I'm scared.
Oh, okay. So you're like that.
These kind of people scare me, for me personally, because like whenever I've had like really, really, really close girlfriends, I've loved the concept of twinsing and being sisterly like and be like, like, oh my God, let's buy this. Like, but we do it together. I think that's like kind of the main focal point here. It's like, if you're doing it together, that's fine. But this kind of question is kind of setting up the factor of like, this person's doing this without your knowledge.
It's kind of like boundaries.
Right. So it's like, if you put it in a good way, it's like a clingy little sister type of apprenticed sort of ordeal. Like, you go to a party and then all of a sudden you see like literally a mini version of yourself.
But don't you find, like, I would think, like, I don't know, but I would think that if you had someone like that, like a twinsies, like if you had something like that, eventually it would turn sour. I feel like it would. What do you guys think?
For girls, it's not. If you purchase stuff together with the intention of sharing or like, to twinsy, it's fine. But I think the problem that happens is like, why are you doing this behind my back? Like, why did you have to go? If you like my style and like, are inspired by it, that's fine. But it's like, all of a sudden, somebody going around dressing. So like for instance, let's say you worship BTS's Jungkook. Okay. And then once Jungkook changes his hair, you change your hair. Okay. Once Jungkook gets his ear pierced, you get your exact same place pierced. If he gets a tattoo, you get a tattoo. It's like, that's pretty much what we're implying here. So like, if I'm following Tia just colored her hair, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. She just got eyelash extensions, I can do the exact same thing. Like, she just bought like like she wore that today, I'm gonna go buy the exact same one and wear it like sometime next week. Like, that's the stuff that we're implying here. We're it's like literally like creepy, scary, like
stealing your identity.
Right. Yeah, you wake up one morning, you look and you're like, yo, whoa, what?
Yeah.
It's like a mini me following me around.
I mean, I think that could be considered a form of one-upsmanship too. It's like, well, I'm doing my hair like you, but I did it better. No, I don't know.
I mean, some people do think that way. I believe, like they both, I feel, is a little bit out of jealousy.
A little bit. I think there's a lot of that.
Yeah. So like, I think it's just how you use that jealousy. Is it one-upsmanship or is it like following and saying, oh, I did it better type of?
Yeah, I would just, honestly, I would probably cut that person out of my life altogether.
I actually had this happen to me in elementary school.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
But the funny thing is, I was doing everything first and she would follow me. And then she would say, you followed me. And I'm like, okay.
You know what? Okay. Like, if this was me and someone was copying me, I would just be really funny about it. Like, be really kind of petty. You know what I mean? Like, the person's wearing the same clothes as me, have the same style. I would just start showing up in like drag or something. Like, you know what I mean? And see if they copy me. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
We walk around with big old wigs and makeup.
Oh my gosh.
If you can, I envy Joel for this because I feel like I would just get upset or scared about it. But I think that to a certain extent I would be flattered. So like, from the celebrity perspective, like for us, if like we were at a certain celebrity status where like, influencers these days, the reason why they're called influencers because they influence the purchases of certain things. So I mean, that would be fine. So like, let's say if somebody likes my shirt today, they ask where I bought it and then they go purchase the same thing, I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm not getting any percentage for telling you guys where I bought it. But if you guys think it's a cute shirt and you guys want to go buy it, that's fine. But I feel like this goes way beyond just purchasing something that you think was cute. Like, following in an influencer's footsteps and like, okay, she says that product was great. That he said that was fun too. I'm going to go try it out. That and this is, I think, just a little different. They're like trying to steal your identity.
It's like sasaengs.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like getting surgery to look like a idol or like a celebrity or something too, isn't it?
Kind of, but it would be a little bit more like scarier if it's a personal level. Like for celebrities, I feel that unfortunately because they're such on a public platform that would be just kind of the type of fandom that follows them. But for a personal matter, like, Tia was saying that this happened in elementary school. Like if you're finding this in the workplace, like a female coworker is starting to like, dress like you, this will go that far of like, significant others as well. These are the type of people that will
That's true.
purposely put themselves in the way of your significant other.
Right. I could see how you would handle a situation like this, and it ain't pretty. Like, I know Tia's very timid and very sweet, but like, I feel like you wouldn't put up with that.
I actually was like, whatever, and I just kind of ignored her. Honestly.
I don't know. I feel like if it got to a certain level, you would explode. I think.
I don't know. It depends. I think I would call them out if it was crossing my border. But like, as long as it doesn't mess with my life.
Okay. We're going to find out what our boundaries are after we actually get into the skit for today.
We talked a lot. I didn't even realize.
That's the beauty of our segment.
Oh my gosh.
Pidinim has been staring me down for the past couple of minutes. That's why I'm trying to jump into the skit. So we are going to act out a skit for today. So are you guys ready?
Oh,
Yes.
so ready.
All right, music cue.
You two are dressed up? Where are you heading?
Oh, I have a blind date. One of my friends can't go, so I'm filling in.
Me too. One of our seniors has been breathing down my neck to meet his friend, so I guess I'm just gonna meet him today.
Well, have fun. Who wrote this? I hope the men are are half as charming and good looking as I am. Thanks.
Someone doesn't seem to be looking in the mirror these days.
I know, right? He's so handsome. He's never had a girl.
I have high standards. As should you, ladies. I need to focus on school at the moment too. Have fun. Don't let me keep you.
Hey, I'm just filling in, so I shouldn't be too long.
Wait, Isak. Why are you here? Why are you back so soon?
What? No. Wait, what? Are you following me?
Following you? Why would I? I've been home this whole time. Can't you see the meal prep I'm doing?
Guys, I have to tell you who I just ran into. Wait, Joel, what? Why?
Wait, why are you back so soon? Wait, you're not going to believe my story. My story is so crazy.
Hold on, ladies. What's going on? What happened?
The guy I went on a blind date with looks and talks just like you, Joel. Do you have a twin?
Seriously? Seriously? There's another guy out there just as good looking as me?
No, ew. The guy I met looked and talked exactly like Joel. That's why I asked if you were following me. Wait, don't tell me men are copying you because you recently got famous. No, they wouldn't.
I hope not, but seriously, the guy could pass as your twin.
Hey, I have style. 얘기 좀 합시다. Just maybe some people want to be the fabulous Joel. Are you jealous?
Jealous? I think you need to finish that meal prep because I really want to eat.
Speaking of food, I'm starving. Save me a plate.
Okay, go wash up and I'll cook. Hey, this is pretty cool though. Men are copying me. This is great.
Okay, so I'm gonna be scared for my life if this happens. Joel, if you had like a fellow, not like a close friend, but somebody that you'd be like, yo, what? Like if you saw somebody one day and like they were just like all of a sudden dressed and looked exactly like you, what would be your response?
Get my baseball, but no, I'm just kidding. No, I think I would let it slide for a while, but eventually, I guess depending on the severity of it, if it was like, you're trying to steal my life, then
you need to say
then I'll be like, look, pump your brakes. Like, this is weird. You know what I mean? I would definitely say something, I think.
Okay, because we didn't get a chance to elaborate with Tia. Like, if you were in a situation where you had a acquaintance, like a church acquaintance or somebody that is close but not close enough,
Right.
And you're starting to notice that they are starting to dump into your more personal life, like maybe posting stuff on social media that copies you. I think this is a very thing with like big social medias as well.
I think so.
Like like having an account that mirrors her account, and then like purchasing the same things, trying to pitch for the same brand deals, and then then I don't know, starting to slip into DMs to people they're not supposed to. What do you think your initial reaction is going to be?
I think I would talk to them, definitely. Because, like, if it's just wanting to dress like me or look like me, that's fine. Like, I understand that. We're public figures, so that's understandable. But when the goal is to, like he said, outdo me, then I'm like, maybe I should talk to them about it.
What if this friend is doing this all on like a, I'm not like an unreasonable, a moderate level. It's not really bad, but then they start, they try to copy your look and everything, but they want and are trying to make moves on your boyfriend's brother. Is that a problem?
No.
No, you don't think so?
As long as you're not going for my man, that's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Don't touch my man, that's fine.
I feel like that's mixing worlds a little bit too much, don't you think? God forbid they both get married and then you guys are related now. It's weird.
It's fine.
Really? You guys are way cooler about that than me. I would be like, no.
Really?
No, you stop.
Well, I mean, there's no
Wait for my sister-in-law.
there's no 100% sure that the brother's gonna like the same type. You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
Mm-hmm.
So if my significant other had a brother, there's no saying that he's gonna like my type.
I think I would feel awkward if he did, though.
Oh, that would be weird.
You know?
What do you mean?
Like, I
If
wouldn't mind
yeah.
her going after him, but
Well,
if he likes her and
what if
she's
they started
following me,
dating?
then it kind of means that he's interested
In
in
me, yeah.
Yeah. It
That
would be
weird.
awkward.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
would
know.
be
Is it that deep? I don't know. I think that's...
the girl going after the brother. That's fine.
Well, men are simple-minded creatures in a lot of ways. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it wouldn't be a problem, I feel. As long as they stay out of our relationship. But
be like, get out of my tub, get off my swing. Like, just stop. You're getting too much in my rhythm here. Like, I would be weirded out, I think.
maybe because you have a sibling?
Maybe.
I don't like any
Because
of...
being
Yeah.
an only child, I don't
yeah,
mind.
you guys are only
Yeah.
children, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't... Not because I'm protective of my little brother. It's more like I don't like mixing those worlds together. It's just too weird. I don't like mixing my friends with my family. I don't like mixing this friend group with that friend group. I don't like doing that. Like I like everything separated, compartmentalized. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know.
I mean, as long as they're not trying to copy my life to a T, where like they are trying to go after
Yeah.
my significant other, that's fine. Go for the brother, go okay.
You guys are really open-minded. I can't look past it.
But yeah, I think I would probably think back to like, if he likes her and she's dressing like
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
that would be where I'd be like, oh.
That's
that would be weird.
Does they be
interesting.
like, does he like me?
It sounds like a drama.
Yeah.
A drama
You should
plot.
make a drama like this.
Probably.
Like, you know, when you see like a pair of twins get married to another pair of twins, and then everyone just looks the same. And
They
it's-
don't though. Twins, you can differentiate.
No, I know,
twins.
but I mean, like, I know, but it's I don't. I feel like that would be so strange.
But I mean, like, in that way, it shows more that the personality matters because twins are very different in
Right.
personality.
oh
Right,
yeah, I've met
right.
twins that are like
Yeah.
night and day. you
Yeah,
know? Mhm.
and they look different. I know that
Oh,
people
yeah.
can't tell them apart, but you have to get to know them. Like from if you don't know them, you just see them. Yeah, it's really hard to tell them apart. But once you get to know twins,
Right.
it's actually pretty easy to tell them apart.
Yeah, there's actually been like I knew some pair of twins. One of them I really liked as like a friend, and the other one I couldn't stand.
Oh.
Like was just insufferable. Like, you know what I mean? It's pretty insane. We're off topic. Let's
We're talking about if people are copying us. I feel that twins would be a pretty interesting topic as well.
I'll
I
bet
think
you.
that's
Right.
why they're so different.
Ah.
Like, if you look at twins, one, for instance, if they're girls, one's very tomboyish, one's very girly. A lot of the times, I don't know if that's always true, but like, I feel like it's because they don't want to be like each other.
Yeah, like they want their individuality.
Yeah.
Right,
You know?
right.
But I feel like that would be definitely a point of contention in twins. This especially because not only
Oh, no,
are you
thank
trying
you.
to be someone, you literally look almost
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Well,
already
Most
you
of
know.
the twins that I know, at least in school, they've all done the switcheroo at least once.
I would love
I would
to
have
do that.
so much fun.
I would mess
they
with
would-
people so
They
much.
would, yeah. All the twins that I've ever talked to that are identical twins, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, in school we do it all the time." Like they would go to school and sit in their siblings' class.
Wait,
be
if
so
one
fun.
sibling is better at math than the other,
Yeah.
then they can. Oh my gosh.
They can switch up.
Oh my gosh.
I would love to do that someday. Thanks, Mom, for not giving me a twin.
Is it mom's fault or dad's fault?
Dad, Mom, whatever.
Usually it's the male.
Yeah, you
it's
guys-
normally in the mail.
Yeah, you got whatever.
Okay, so who wants to go with what they brought today?
Well, I can go with basically what you do when this is a situation.
Okay.
You know, and it's
I'm
exactly
surprised
as
they
you would
actually have
imagine.
an article based off of this.
Yeah, really. I mean, it seems kind of cut and dry with me, but so basically, a lot of this stems from, as you said, jealousy. Jealousy for a variety of reasons, whether it's your success, your financial, how you are financially, being capable of doing certain things that they're not able to, that they want to, according to Jakanim from this skit, how good looking you are. So any of these things, how popular you are, especially in high school. It's
Yeah, popularity
Yeah.
definitely is something that.
I wanted to be
so.
popular, and then I got popular, and then I was like, wow, this ain't all that great. You know what I mean? But all of that stuff kind of can really bring that out to the surface. And the important thing is if your friend is, especially if it's your friend, is doing something like that, is look at the level of detail. Like Ishak said, differentiate it between admiration and inspiration as opposed to straight copycat, because there might be a difference there. And if someone's like inspired by you and it's just like little detail, little small things, and they're kind of like doing this similar things to you, and you go in there like, why you copy? If you do that, it's gonna be a fight, you know what I mean, or a problem.
But I doubt anybody's gonna do that.
Yeah, a lot of times they're just like, oh my gosh, she's like, and they start, but I mean, gossip, and then it gets around to their ear type of thing.
That's true, but I don't know. Like, just because a coworker or somebody, if it's somebody I didn't like, then maybe. But most of the time, if I don't know that person that well, but then they started buying products that I've been using, I'd be like, yo, you got good taste.
Like I said, I think there's a certain level and a boundary that you shouldn't cross, and I think for everybody that
Boundary is
line is
different.
different.
That's true.
So like at that point, you're gonna see that it's becoming a problem. But see, this article is so much more adult than I am, because it says the important thing is to let them know that you support the success and you think they're a great friend. I would not do that. I am not.
I wouldn't do that.
I am not that adult. Okay, I'd be like, look. Get out of my tub, man. I would do something like that. Like it says, talk to them if it's getting out of hand. Don't be afraid to talk to them. Now, once again, you might be overblowing it, and then you might think they're copying everything about you. Meanwhile, it's a coincidence. That's possible too. And understand that if you do have this conversation with your friend, it could go either way.
Yeah.
It could either they could be like, oh, I didn't mean it to be like that, but thank you for telling me. Or it could be like, you blah 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 blah. Who do you think you are? You're nothing. And then it's gonna be a big fight. So you gotta decide. You can wait around forever because it's not gonna happen forever. You can either let it die out and maintain a friendship with them, or just cut them off. And I'm the type of person that would just cut you off.
Arirang.
Arirang Radio.
We always never have enough time for this segment. I think we need to make it like a 2-hour segment. But anyways, Tia, what did you bring into the studio as we're talking about friends copying us?
Yes, so I brought in like a psychological type thing. As we both know, it can be either positive or negative.
Right.
Depends on whether the person feels like it's connection. So like the positive outcomes could be you understand each other more. You have a 연결고리. You have a type of like deep connection with each other. And it can make you more trustable, apparently. So like they did a whole test on it where they would have strangers copycat other people. And apparently the strangers that copycatted them they seem more familiar, and the people felt that they could trust them more than the people that didn't copy them.
Really?
Interesting
So it's
enough.
the mirror effect.
But the negative thing that can come out, this is also, I think, like you said earlier, it depends on the detail. So
Right.
if it comes off as mocking or not respecting you, then that's when people get upset.
Right.
And that's when we feel uncomfortable. So it's really about how we're doing it, I think. That the 중심, like what we're trying to get at.
Right. What's the outcome we're trying to get
Right.
from following in the footsteps of this person? So like, influencers right now, I feel that a lot of people are just taking their exact account and copying them just so they can get similar hits. So like
Right.
they're trying to make a copycat account, which is very scary.
Right.
Well, there's one thing that I've never understood, and this was also goes back to my SM days. The reason why my IDs are all real Isak is because even when I wasn't that famous, I was trying to sign up for social media accounts, and they already had my name.
Yeah,
And they had my picture, and it was my profile picture. They literally were acting like they were me, and I'm just like,
You know,
that's scary. Like, why?
because
Why, though?
I noticed though that this is a thing, and I've actually like there's been a lot of like especially like Twitter and Instagram accounts where they'll be like role players, I guess, that role play as me or other K-pop people, and then they have conversations with other role players. Like, it's weird to me.
Yeah, it's not like you cosplay a real person. It's
Yeah.
weird.
I've had one of these accounts talk with a family member of mine, and
my
my
God.
family member was very like confused. They're like, "Is this really?" Like they were very confused.
That's
when
dangerous.
Facebook first came to Korea, like I was getting messages from fans all over the world, like, "Is this Jessica? Is this Tiffany? Is this so and so? Is this so and so?" And I'm just like, I don't know, because I've had people who were not those celebrities
Yeah.
talk to me like they were those people.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm just like,
Did you bite? Like, did you like?
so there was this one time where somebody was trying to act like Crystal from FX. I don't have a personal relationship with Crystal. I've seen her around, but she doesn't address me. It doesn't make any sense. Like she wouldn't just come and be like, "Oh my god, Oni." It's like,
They didn't know that.
but they didn't know that, and then they were like speaking to me in English, and I was getting really confused. I was like, since when was Crystal and
Oh
I
my
this
God.
close?
What if that really was her? And then she was like, "Oh man, I guess Isak hates me."
So like, no, so I asked Jessica, 'cause this was like years ago when I was still in SM. So I asked Jessica, I was like, "Babe, does your sister have Facebook?"
oh my
She's like,
gosh.
"No, I don't think she has it." But yeah, it's scary, and I think that the closest thing that I've ever had similar to this is that, and I still don't get the psyche from it. Like,
When it comes to that, I think it's people want to talk to a celebrity.
I think there's a lot of empty real estate up there in their head. I don't know.
I mean, having a fan page. So, like, if somebody has a fan page for you, and it literally is just a copy
Right.
of what you post on your account, and like, they just show like admiration, and then like, they tag you in it. That's fine.
That's not. Yeah, they're not pretending to be you to get
Right,
something.
right? But it's just so creepy.
도용조심.
Yeah, I don't get it. No, and every once in a while, I will see like Flight to the Skies Brian or somebody being like, "Yo, this is not me."
Oh yeah, I see that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, this is not me, and it just like, I don't get what those people.
I report
want.
the account.
I do too.
You know what I mean? And I can see that if, like, for example, that's why you need a
I've
blue check mark.
reported like fake Eric Nam accounts like 10 times already.
Oh my god. For him, I could see that happening because he knows so many people. They want to talk to all the celebrities, maybe.
Yeah, I've had people like Eric. I've had people who are Eric Nam's account are like, "Hi." I'm just like, what?
We know that's not
Eric
him.
doesn't DM me. If we're not on that level.
But you gotta know this. If you are role playing or pretending to be someone else, understand that, like, if you're gonna send a message and like it has some kind of personal relationship, we probably have their number, which means we'll just call them.
Yeah, we're gonna
you know?
be double checking with that. So if you
don't be
have
stupid.
friends who do that, pass that information.
Yeah, please.
on, too. It's just scary. Very scary.
We did not go over time this time, which is weird.
Oh my gosh.
Considering how overtime we were earlier.
That's
I
true. I think because of that, we're like, we need to stay on time.
I know.
Like mentally.
I said we go till 52 o'clock.
It's fine. The other day we went like an entire.
Oh yeah.
Just skip the last song and just put a jingle so we can talk more. Actually, don't skip this one because I like this song.
I think me and you put it on the playlist just for you.
Oh, yay.
Aaron was saying, why would people go through that much trouble to just quote unquote role play? Exactly. That's my psyche. That's where I'm coming from. It's just like, why are you putting so much time into your life trying to live as somebody else, especially on a social media platform?
I would think they don't have anything else to do.
You know, I'm not even nice anymore. Like I used to be really like idle correct about everything, but get a life. Seriously. Like go outside, touch some grass.
Next week, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of our What If. Don't forget to catch us on the weekdays from 2 to 3 p.m. Korea Standard Time on a Wednesday. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to check in next week.